Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we're here once more in the Touring Car Championship here on iRacing. Yeah, always had quite good fun with this in the past, so I thought, what better way to jump into it back here once again on the sim. Of course, did a few races early on last season. They were carnage, but brilliant fun all at the same time. So we'll wait and see what this season is going to hold there. 30-minute races. I'm not going to do the GT4 Championship this time around. I don't want too much overlap of going to the same circuits twice every week. You know, you'll get a bit of overlap on iRacing anyway, so I don't want to try and force too much of that. But yeah, we'll wait and see how this one goes. I'm driving the Honda Civic Type R this season round. Unfortunately, first race of the championship, we've got, I think it was 39 sign-ups. I thought, great. 2 splits of 20. iRacing has decided otherwise, and we've got 3 splits of 13 for whatever reason. But we'll see what we can do in qualifying. The number 12 car in a 13-car lobby. I did get wrecked during Bathurst 12 hours. But yeah, we need to jump into qualifying and try and get a good lap on the board. Right, well, qualifying left a lot to be desired. Unfortunately, got booted out of the server before we even get into a lap. So, yeah, had to rejoin. And, of course, where Spa is such a long lap, we never really got a chance to get back into it. So, starting P12 then as the number 12 car. But, yeah, hopefully we can try and gain a few spots today. Like I said, a very, very small split. But, yeah, we've got quite a wide spread out SOF as well. 3K I rating. I think, yeah, by far and away the highest SOF race I've done so far this season. But a lot of Elantras. Quite surprised by that. I don't think I can see. There might be one Civic up towards the front. But let's just try and keep it clean and tidy off the start.
Get ready.
Oh, someone's jumped.
Green floor it. Green, green, green.
There we go. Lights out and away we go. And actually off to a pretty clean start there. So we head down towards turn 1. Nice to see. I think we have got all of the TCR cars here. We've got both Hyundais, of course. Us in the Honda and an Audi at the rear of the field as everyone tries to make it through the source lap 1 all nice and tidy. I mean, like I said, there's not many of us. Surely we can try and find our way through pretty clean and tidy as we head down in towards Rouge and Rally on for the first time there. Of course, see the leaders snake their way through. Of course, cold rubber, everything like that. Just want to make sure you're not picking up too many instant points early on there as we tap the curbs. And luckily, we're going to get a big run off the corner. As the Audi there sits in the way. We'll get 1, we'll get 2. And we might just be able to get 3 there as the Hyundai tries to cover me off on the exit. But straight up then into P10 of this race. Just like I said, nice and slow and steady on the way in. Try and get the run off the corner. So we'll just take it all nice and easy. Cold brakes, cold tyres, everything like that. But the joy of a front-wheel drive there, completely locked up. You just put the throttle on, and it'll grip back up for you there as we try and get a run down the hill on the... Oh, it's all getting a bit chaotic. So we head down the hill. Someone's just been turned. There's cars everywhere. Come on, hold on. Somehow we still haven't had any contact in this race there, as that's all got very, very congested. I don't know whether that's just a coincidence or those two teammates in front of me as we'll try and get the guy around the outside of the room who just sneaks back in. But look at that! Everyone trying to throw blocks on each other very, very early on in this race. Desperate to try and hang on to positions, of course. Normally the touring cars, they do allow you a bit more contact without picking up instant points, as, yeah, just ran slightly wide there off of Puon. But, yeah, this is very much getting
left side
trading painty here as having a look at the inside. Nope, we'll just get the door slammed very firmly in my face on the exit, but once again we'll get back underneath him off the corner. He doesn't want to give up on this one though. This is good racing early on as we're just going to get squeezed out down the bottom of the hill. This is why I love doing the touring cars. You get absolutely boxed out in a situation like that and you stuck them out with it with a huge grin on your face. But anyway, up in towards Blanchemont then for the first time in this race. Not flat out in the touring cars. There's 2 of them are going to try and go side by side through on this opening lap. You just need a blend of throttle. No, you need a lot more than that apparently on that one, as that's going to give us a 1 second slowdown. Try and just get rid of that as soon as possible here. Try and make sure
he's still there.
Get away with that one. There we go. We didn't even lose a spot in the end. No idea why the Audi chickened out of it, but he's actually going to pin into the pit lane at the end of that one, so not too sure. He might have, was that the guy that jumped the start? I don't quite remember off the top of my head. Someone definitely did, didn't they? So we are at 1 spot then by the end of lap 1. But I mean, this is just I mean, this is why I love the touring cars. The fact we've only got 13 cars here, but we've got a big gaggle of us trying to duke it out, is certainly going to make this quite interesting. It's only going to be about a 12-13 lap race, of course. You always forget just how big a track Spa is, of course, when you're not in a Formula 1 car. You know, the TCR lap times around here are around, you know, top guys are doing 2:33s. I'm probably sat closer. It's sort of 2:35s. Let's try and get a run up the hill. You can just see again there, just a little bit duking it out still, and hopefully they're almost going to try and make it 3 wide there. Someone right on the grass, down on the inside at the end of the straight. Oh, there's big contact. The Honda, I think. Oh no, that's not a Honda. That is another Elantra. Has just been squeezed out there, and I mean, yeah, maybe Casaba just being a bit too aggressive early on. But I guess it sets the tone. Got Lorenzo trying to close up to me in the Audi. Need to make sure we lift off a lot more this time round. Oh, there's more contact! I mean, Casaba, I think, is just being way too aggressive early on in this race, and that will give us another couple of freebies then down at the exit of Blanchemont in towards the bus stop. And I mean, that works out beautifully for Lorenzo and I, because we've got like, well, I think like 700 I rating less than Casaba, and about half the I rating of the guy he crashed into. That pushes us up to P8 in this race. That's surely going to be positive I rating territory. Yes, it is 23 there, so working out beautifully for Lorenzo and I. We've got Dietmar not too far behind there, who's got a tiny bit more. But I think, yeah, our battle today is probably going to be with Lorenzo just behind us. He does seem to have very good top-end speed in that Audi. Of course, the Honda, it's, yeah, this and the other Honda, I can never remember the name of it. The Veloster, sorry, isn't it? A bit more boxy, not quite as streamlined as the Audi and the Elantras. Are we going to see him in that beautiful Coca-Cola livery trying to have a look around the outside? We'll give him the room, you know. We want fair, good, hard racing in these TCR cars. That thing's got a lot of top-end speed. So we head down in towards the next braking zone, and he does slot in just around the outside there. Of course, even easier, you know, if you're on the outside of the TCR, just try and slow down on the brakes to slide the car through into the corner. Of course, can't really do that when you've got a shallow entry point there, but fair play to Lorenzo, brilliant move around the outside. We'll just see. Ooh. Just to lock up the rears there, just trying to avoid him. Yeah, we'll try and hang close. Just struggling to try and gel with the car, it feels, early on. Well, less than 20 minutes to go then of this race, already 10 minutes down, and we are hanging close to Lorenzo, but Dietmar just behind me is definitely slightly quicker as well. That's going to be another, just picking up those 1Xs a bit too frivolously early on in this race. But yeah, I feel like I've been able to sort of follow Lorenzo's lines, learn a bit more about the car as we head out through the final corner. But yeah, just trying to hang on, you know, keep applying pressure, everything like that. So that is definitely going to be a new PB for the day, 1:35.4. A lot more quicker, so you know we are learning still. So the Honda is a weird little car to try and master there, is really getting down towards the wall through turn 1, but would actually quite like to jump into the IMSA Pilot Challenge. I think they're hour 40 or 2 hour races that you can solo. It might actually be 90 minutes actually. I don't remember off the top of my head, as that, I don't think I've often picked up a 1 extra rouge there. Really got to stop doing those so easily in this race. Of course, these TCR cars are just so forgiving with those sorts of things. You just sort of think, oh, I'll take the risk, sort of see what happens. But yeah, we've got to try and keep applying pressure to Lorenzo though. But like I say, you know, I might jump into the 2 hour endurances, might do those in the GT4s. I think they're every other week though, just at the weekends. But yeah, it'd be good fun. You know, I do enjoy it. I kind of, to be honest, I wish they did bring back the IMSA Pilot Challenge, you know, the 30-minute races with the GT4s and the TCRs. I understand they were a bit chaotic, or at least just bigger splits again. I guess is the problem, of course, getting stuck in a 13-car split. Why at least we couldn't have had 2 lobbers of 20, or even just 1 of 39, to be honest, in the TCRs. But yeah, it's just a little bit frustrating, but we'll keep going nonetheless. You know, you can only race who you're racing against. All right. Hyundai immediately checking out the inside down at the source there. Wasn't quite expecting that one from Dietmar, to be honest, but fair play to him. He has absolutely sent it as we're getting closer and closer to the halfway stage. Feel like he's a bit quicker than both Lorenzo and myself. So we have still got Marnix a few seconds back. Why did I change up there? That was actually not a bad choice. Okay. got away with that. Might lack a little bit of top-end speed up the Kemmel Straight. No, we seem to have got away with it. So still learning every single lap in these cars. But yeah, Marnik's definitely with some damage. Don't think he's going to be too much of a threat late on in the day. Yeah, Dietmar and Lorenzo can battle out for a couple of laps. You know, definitely feel like we have got the pace to hang with the pair of them. But yeah, just apparently the Honda, if I remember correctly, certainly just remembered, it was not particularly great over the curbs in comparison to the other cars. But I feel like Spa's probably going to be a track that doesn't play into its hand anyway. You know, I'm not one for sort of switching around which car we use during a season, but we'll wait and see how it fares. You know, again, another decent calendar actually in the IMSA Pilot Challenge. It's always going to be a good calendar. If you start at Spa, of course, it kind of sets the tone. But yeah, we definitely need P9 if you want to. Whoa! Got to. If whenever you get a slide like that in these cars, you've got to correct it immediately, as that's going to be another 1x though.
Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
We've got to keep it between the lines, but yeah, we definitely need P9 if we want to gain some iRating. But we'd also love to walk away with some SR, to be honest.
15 minutes left. That's 15
immediately
minutes. Half
look at the
distance.
inside of the Audi, but we are now at half distance. Fuel looks good to get us to the flag. Just keep applying pressure and try and hang with these two. That's the big thing at the moment. Here goes Dietmar though on Lorenzo as we head up the Kemmel Straight once more. Are we going to see Lorenzo try and go defensive? Does he want to try and pick this battle? Does it look like he's going to allow Dietmar to have a look to the inside, but will he just give up on it? Hopefully not for our sake. Because apparently he will there, so that's quite a surprise. Dietmar just runs very, very wide. Oh, we're up to 8 instant points though. He's going to try and keep the nose right there. Brilliant racing between the pair. I think all three of us pretty respectful when it comes to our driving, but now luckily this is exactly what I wanted. Went out all over the back of them once again, and now we've got to start trying to play a bit more strategic as we get in towards the final third of this race. Again, you know, it's try and pick and choose your battles, of course, because Dietmar is definitely the quickest of the three of us at the moment. I'm probably the slowest, but we need to try and work out a way that we can beat at least one of them. Whether that's we try and watch them battle and then pick them both off in one go really late on in the day, or whether it's we just try and get one of them if they make a mistake. We'll have to wait and see how it has as to how things pan out. But it is going to be interesting here. This is going to really sort of test what we believe is possible. Oh! Whoa! Dietmar! You can't do that down in turn 1, mate. You just completely took Lorenzo out. But we'll take both places then in the process. And that was not what I was expecting to go down there. I think, yeah, Dietmar, of course, made the move on me. But Lorenzo was never going to make it that easy for him, so we'll have 2 for the price of 1 down at turn 1. Love that for us. Again, this is what you got to do in racing sometimes, especially in the touring cars. You've just got to try and pick and choose your battles. That's how we've got 11 minutes left on the clock, probably 4 more laps. Might just be 5, yeah, probably 5 more laps actually in this race. But now we've got both of them behind us. We've got to try and just run like crazy now because, yeah, we are definitely the slowest of the bunch. Oh no, Lorenzo's got a brilliant run out of Eau Rouge once more, and Radion, he's going to go straight to the outside of us. He's going to try and force me quite defensive, and look at the straight line speed that Audi has got in comparison. We'll immediately duck back into the slipstream, but we've got nothing against him at the moment. We'll see if we can get a run off of these first few turns in Sector 2, but now Dietmar, I'm sure, will not want to sit behind me for too long either and watch Lorenzo try to pull away there as we'll attack all the curbs on the run down the hill. But yeah, might have to start getting my elbows out even more there. There's a tiny bit of rear locking for the pair of us. But yeah, maybe it's worth just again letting Dietmar through. You can try and apply pressure to Lorenzo, and again we can just sort of sit back and wait for the fireworks. But I feel like again we can hang with Lorenzo there as well. We just get a bit caught out on the grass, but it is just those little mistakes like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Just get a little bit offline there and immediately sort of a couple of tenths we cannot afford to lose at this stage of the afternoon. But we've got to try and hang close, and of course use the slipstream as well, which for us doesn't seem to give us anywhere near the same sort of top end speed as it does Lorenzo there as well. You can use that curve a lot more than I thought. Always difficult, of course, after the revamp of Spa, working out where and where you can't go anymore. Let's just wait and see. We're definitely fast. Oh, that's awful. That's definitely going to be another one. It's 9 off tracks this race. It has not been pretty, to say the least. But we have got to try and hang with Lorenzo, as I think Dietmar will send it on me back down at turn 1. Wait and see. Try and spot that move out. So just blend the brake through there, make sure we carry the speed still. But yeah, it's definitely through these final couple of corners I feel like we'll be quite aggressive in comparison. Feels like this Honda... Whoa! That didn't sound healthy. But yeah, I feel like through there we can try and take a little bit of time out of them. Again, not really getting the run on the exit, and let's just watch Dietmar then. He's probably going to send it down at turn 1. There we go.
On your right.
Trying to switch back.
Car left.
Read that one, thank you.
Still there.
We'll have that place back. Or will
Still
we?
there.
it's going to be pretty close actually as we get down in towards Eau Rouge.
Hold your line.
Just make it
Clear
very,
left.
very clear, and he will lift out of it, thank you. So now, Lorenzo might just be breaking free. Let's try and take as much curve as we dare up through Eau Rouge and Raidillon. But Lorenzo now might be breaking free, and Dietmar is a very, very quick driver in that Hyundai. I mean, look at the speed! Where are they finding this sort of speed from? In comparison, as we head up the Kemmel Straight there, we'll move defensive, but try and cover him. We will, again, just hang on.
Slow in, fast out. Keep the inside line covered.
Crew chief bang on there, we need to be slow in, fast out, but we are watching Lorenzo set sail up the road. This is probably going to be a battle between myself and Dietmar's little flag, and I'm... You've got to be confident in your own abilities, but I'm not feeling optimistic.
Gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. Push, 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 or we'll lose this place.
Oh! Dietmar's done something! He's disconnected, I think. I don't know where he's gone.
That's 2 minutes left.
What's happened to Dietmar? Maybe a reconnect. Oh no, he has manually disconnected. So I wonder if he looped it down at Pouon or what, but just a lap and a half to go. And suddenly the pressure from behind has been relieved. And we are now going to, hopefully, as long as I don't do anything stupid, hang on then for P9 in this race. And in a 3K SOF event, that's not bad going there. I think both myself and Lorenzo, to be honest, probably a bit lucky that Casaba, of course, let's not beat around the bush, caused carnage early on in this one. Took out a couple of cars that were definitely much, much quicker. And of course also Chris, who jumped to the start, if I'm not mistaken. That's a very, very boring and lonely afternoon for minus 56 iRacing for Chris. But, you know, you got to get to the checkered flag nonetheless, as white flag is now out. One more lap to go then here from Spa-Francorchamps. Yeah, Lorenzo's definitely had more pace than me. Like I said, I can't help but wonder whether this track isn't particularly well suited to the Honda. But you never really know, of course. Perhaps all these guys, you know, driving the TCRs quite regularly. I've certainly still got a lot to learn. Would love to do a full season in them. Hopefully this season will be that chance. But yeah, only time will tell. But yeah, good fun race nonetheless. Feel like I have learned a lot about the car. You know, you can use things like first gear in this thing, especially through La Source and down at the bus stop. Probably don't want to use it anywhere else around this track, but I think it might be a fun challenge over the course of the season. But we might have to try and pick some more evening events if we want to jump into the TCRs. You know, if we want to try and get full lobbies, things like that. I mean, like I said, they could have easily done 2 splits, I feel, or even just the one. You know, 40 TCR cars would be a right laugh as well. But yeah, let's just bring it around this final lap though, and make sure we pick up some good points. Well, GG's then. I think it is Antoine who has taken the dub there, 6 seconds clear of Chaussonnet. I've never seen that name before. And Emile will come through in at P3 there. Looks like it was a fairly spread out event for most cars, so we probably were one of the only cars that had quite a decent battle throughout a lot of that. You know, a 3-car little scrap. Dietmar and Lorenzo did, you know, we were all fairly clean and respectful. Dietmar might have just been a little bit optimistic on one of his moves, but yeah, through the final couple of turns though, we are going to walk away with some iRacing. It is only going to be 8, but 8 gained is better than 8 lost. Come the checkered flag there, and yeah, I don't think we'll have gained any SR, but we survived, and that's the most important thing. Always a good way to kickstart the season. Let's go have a look at the race results and see if there's anything interesting. Well, having a look then at those final race results, 7 iRacing game pushes us back over 1.9k, and we're down to 2.12 SR as well, so if that isn't a good omen, I don't know what is there. But yeah, 12th to 9th in the end, I think, yeah, Lorenzo 13th to 8th, so a very, very good job done by him. Dietmar actually got DQ'd. Oh, how on earth? 17 instant points there, that must have been heartbreaking, so didn't keep it clean and tidy. I'm amazed Lorenzo only had 2 instant points. I thought I saw him going quite wide a lot, so clearly he's learnt where to run wide and where not to around Spa-Francorchamps. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure you leave a like and get yourself subscribed, and we will return very, very soon with more iRacing.